So this is a video about the mass shooting at the Teotihuacan Pyramids in Mexico, where I compare it with predictive art that I do sometime before. And when it comes to this, you know, this connection here is a visual connection that I have for my drawing, but it's also a connection, a thematic connection of a theme, because the perpetrator is named Julius Caesar. And when you hear Julius Caesar, you surely you think about Rome and you think about the Roman Empire, you know. So this is what I'm basing my presentation of in this video, and what I will talk about is this drawing from 2 weeks earlier. Many things already happened, and when it comes to these drawings, it's like it becomes a cascade of top news that just appear afterwards, okay? And the reason why it is like that is because the world is a fractal, okay? So when there is this, when there is this cascade of things happening, you know, many things happening. I'll quickly mention another thing also. So when that is the case, yeah, what were I going to say? Well, whatever, I'll just get to the facts here. So as you can see here in this Wikipedia article, you have Julius Caesar Ramirez, the perpetrator. 13 injured, 2 deaths, including the perpetrator, in this shooting. And as you can see, it is in the top news here. You see this world news of this Mexican pyramid mass shooting, okay? And so let's look at the visual correlation a bit. As I mentioned, there is this. Let me explain it, how I see this, okay? There's a little bit of a visual correlation here, and I'll talk about that now. So here in the Colosseum, you see this water going down here, right? Oh, water goes down here, right? And that is more or less the same place that you see the stairway here in the pyramid. You see the stairway. Also note that there are more thematic connections, like a theme connection. This is an ancient building. This is a world, what is it called? A wonder of the world, you know? What is it called? 7 wonders, something like that. 7 wonders of the world or something. The Colosseum is one of these ancient famous buildings. In the same way, you can see that this pyramid here is an ancient architecture. So there are a few connections here. Yeah, I'm thinking what more to say. Yeah, okay. So I'll do some more analysis now, and then later I will mention like one other thing just a day ago connecting to this Colosseum here, okay? I'll just tie things together in the news, okay? So this water going up here is a metaphorical representation of a stairway, okay? And as I say, it's a stairway to heaven, okay? This here, it's a stairway to heaven. And why am I saying like that? Yeah, it's because I did one of these predictive drawing collaborations with a guy named, what was he named? Well, he was named Julian. You say, oh, Julian, Julius Caesar. He was named Julian, the guy that I did a collaborative drawing with, and it was a stairway to heaven that he made a drawing of, and it became an atmospheric river. It became water. The stairway became water. In this drawing, it's like the water becomes a stairway in connection to this pyramid here. And why can I say that this is a stairway to heaven also in this connection to Julian and Julius Caesar and all of that? Why can I say that? Well, because when I did this drawing, I started talking about, like, the first video afterwards, I mentioned the resurrection. I mentioned that the Pope had, celebrated April 3rd, 2026. He went with a cross. The first Pope in 3 decades to go with a cross the furthest. Okay, so they had this ritual for Jesus in the Colosseum. And then when I made this drawing, I did it on April 6th. I think it was maybe the midnight of that. So it is connected to the date of the resurrection. And so the stairway, the water being a stairway, in connection to the collaboration with Julian from earlier. Okay, so it's funny, so Julian. Okay, this Stairway to Heaven collaboration with Julian has merit. It has merit. It is suddenly connecting to this. It's connecting to yeah, it's connecting, guys. And then, as I mentioned earlier, you see these boats here in the Colosseum can be seen as seed or seeds coming out. And that is the, you can see that as a symbolic expression of resurrection, this idea. Okay, so this is actually very clear when I think about it. It's very obvious that it has a connection. And what I'm going to do now is to quickly show one step back, right? Because what you see here is top news. This is top news, a mass shooting in this pyramid. And for me to I'll just make the case here that I'm not crazy. I'll make the case that I'm not crazy by simply looking at what I did earlier and who I talked about Patrick Muldoon, right? And this was top news just a day ago or something like that. Patrick Muldoon, right? Actor in Days of Our Lives and Melrose Place. He dies, okay? And when he died, I said, this connects to the Colosseum, I said once again. And why did I say that? Well, because Patrick Muldoon, he started his career in the 1990 in Colosseum, having this show in Caesar's Palace Colosseum in Las Vegas, okay? So And not only that, just before Patrick Muldoon passed away, you had CinemaCon, right? I'm just tying things together a bit so that you see how things stick together, you know. This reality is all about gluing things together. Everything sticks together. I just see how everything stick together, guys. CinemaCon, Colosseum. Okay. So CinemaCon 2026 was held in the Colosseum. Okay. So there are in the same Colosseum, right? The same Colosseum that Patrick Muldoon started his career in, right? He started his career in the same Colosseum that you just had top news about CinemaCon, and now you have this, right? You have this pyramid having a connection to Julius Caesar, but also the collaboration with Julian. I mean, I don't know. It's just I'm laughing because the connections are so obvious, you know. So I mean, it's so obvious. So I just have to laugh a little bit. And there is this thematic connection with ancient architecture, wonder of the worlds, the the seven world wonders or something like that, and having a connection here. I mean, you cannot deny this stuff. You cannot deny what's going on here. Okay. What I can do is I can do these drawings and then it will literally connect. I mean, it will. It's like I know that it will connect to the world. Some of you listening make the assumption that this means that truth is subjective, like I can make things up, right? Some of you have that view of things. I'm going to say no on that. Truth is not subjective, it is objective. There is like I don't know exactly what to say, but I know things to say about it, but I don't want to talk about it. I have things to say when it comes to consistency, okay? How things stick together, it's a consistency, right? And what I do when I do this drawing is that I look at the world and I analyze it and use my mind to think, and then I make a drawing from that. And when it's like, no, it's not really that the world and what happens afterwards is a subjective you know, a subjective thing like an opinion, you know. No. So don't make that misunderstanding. Also, this is not about faking it until you make it. What I do here is not fake about until you make it. It's literally it's like this aha moment when I realize how things are, okay? When I make these drawings. So in conclusion, it's not only about the pyramids, it's also this pyramid, this Teotihuacan Pyramids. Is it a world wonder, by the way? Wonder. No. like the Colosseum. Wonders of the world, you know? Wait, what's this? No, maybe that's not it. No, it's not it. It looked similar, but it's not that. No. So guys, that's basically it. If you find I think you can just search for Julian on my videos if you want evidence for what I'm saying. There's evidence for all of this. That's the irritating thing, you could say, because maybe you want to oppose what I do, you want to debunk it, right? If you want to debunk it, it's very hard because I'm just saying the facts that as they are. And you can simply look at the the drawing collaboration with Julian, and you will see the Stairway to Heaven becoming an atmospheric river. The water, it became this atmospheric river over California, where Julian lives. I also did another drawing collaboration with Julian where this pierced eye, I think it's called, and then you had Ray J bleeding from his eyes, and he lives in the same city as Julian, so in California, so I think that's Los Angeles, right? So that's some things happening. Yeah, so as I'm saying, the irritating thing is that it actually makes sense, which means that if you are a thinker, this is provoking. It basically looks like some kind of imaginary world that I'm presenting here, but it's real, okay? It's supposedly real. The only thing that's not real is your reaction, which is lacking. That's not realistic. And in my mind, people invalidate their consciousness and their sentience. In what I see a lack of sentience, okay? You have to prove to me that you exist. So, I mean, that's at least how I think, okay? So, let me end this video now by saying a kind of summary here that in this video, I showed this drawing made in April 6. I have a video where I make that recording and I say that it's a drawing of the future. And then, wait, was this April 6? Yeah, it was. And then 2 weeks later, you see this having a visual similarity where the perpetrator is named Julius Caesar, giving a thematic connection to Rome and Roman Empire. And I explained this water here being a representation of the stairway, and this is ancient architecture just like that. And lastly, I also mentioned that there are other things that has happened. This is not all of it. There are other connections also. So that's it, guys. And the reason why there are many things that are connecting like this is because the whole reality is a fractal. And when reality is a fractal, there becomes a sort of consistency in it. And as soon as you are mature to think in this way, you kind of start seeing it. At least I do, to such a degree that, you know, normally people can decode events as they happen. But what I do is that I decode the future, you could say. But not only that, I do think that this is like my drawings are doing something. It's like, yes, there is. It's not the first time that my drawings connect to like, you know, terror attacks and things like that. It connects to the top news, so quite often. But nowadays there's so much news about war, you know, and war is something that is not it's like these horrific things that you see happen here. It's like it's a part of nature, you could say. Like what happened here, it's like it's a part of nature as I see it. That's why it is connected. Meanwhile, you have war, where war is a direct result. It is a direct result of human physical power, right? So from the perspective of doing these kind of drawings, I can intuitively see physical power, okay? Physical power is something that I'm totally blind about. I don't see anything about it. The way that powerful politicians are moving for war, I cannot see that. I cannot perceive it. I cannot. I cannot. It's beyond. It's not even beyond. It's like it's too. It's too. It's too dumb. So it's not even a part of nature. When I do these drawings, I see something about a future that is a part of nature. Okay, this is a part of nature. When, at least as I see it. Meanwhile, the wars are not. They are. They're not supposed to be there. You know, as I see it. It's the misabuse of physical power, and it becomes war, like that. And yeah, it has no, like, war has no beauty in it, so there's no art to do about that. This art here, it is connecting to bad things also, but it's a part of nature. So okay, but also it connects to the resurrection, right? Okay, bye bye.